So we're getting ready to do the profile on this board. We tried our first profile and the board was getting a little bit of sagging. So what we did is we slowed down the ramp, we increased our area heaters and gave a little bit more time to heat the board. And we're going to use a little bit larger nozzles now. So we're going to try and heat up more of the board area. And that also should reduce the warping. I think we're going to go with a little bit. There you go, the little bit larger now on the bottom, a little bit larger on the top of the chip. Because that allows us to heat more area of the board, and it'll reduce any chance of warping. Now the other thing is we have the supports here. Well, these move left, right, forward, backward. So these will add a little bit of support to the board next to the component, so it doesn't warp down. What we're going to do, we're going to pull our original system out, wait for the autofocus to kick in, and then we're going to move this so it's centered in the pickup tube. We have to adjust our supports on the bottom so that they don't hit any of the components. And once we got everything where we want it, I can just micrometer adjust. We can zoom in a little bit here. And adjust the light intensity. This is our pickup tube. If I turn on the light, you can see our chips behind it. So the pickup tube's in the blue. The chip's in a little bit of gold. So that's our chip. And we're just going to center the pickup chip into the pickup tube here. There we go. So it's all centered. Have our profile where we want it. We'll close our window, our optical system. Bring the nozzle down on the heater. Just making sure that our nozzle's lined up, not hitting the components here, and also that we're just about 3 or 4 millimeters above the component. So now we're ready to go, so we're just going to press run, and we'll now start our heater profile. And so we're at about 235 at the thermocouple temperature, and so I'm just going to bring this down, that'll turn on the vacuum, and then I'll move back up. And we can see it picked up the chip, so we'll just stop the sequence. And it'll go down in the cool down mode. So that worked out pretty nice. I'm going to fine tune the profile and then we'll do the install. Right now you can see our chip is up here on the vacuum pickup. We'll zoom in a little bit. So that's where our chip's at. What we do is we just move this up and it'll turns off the vacuum pickup and the chip comes down. We're ready to install the chip on the board. What we do is we bump the pads because we don't have a stencil to do solder paste, so we're hoping this is going to work. What you do is once everything's bumped, we put some tacky flux on the board, and then we set the chip on the board right here. Once the chip is on the board, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to open our original system. We're just going to make sure that the pickup tube is going to pick up the chip. So the pickup tube lined up with the chip. Just going to move it down here. And our side view light will make sure our nozzle clears the components on the side. Just move it down. Once I have the vacuum goes on, I can move it up. Move it up till it stops, and we'll click the switch another time, and it'll go back up to the vision position. We're going to open up our vision system, and now we're going to line up our paths on the chip to the board. So I want to zoom in. We can see our PCB pads are more of a golden color, and the pads on the chip are more of a bluish color. Right now, let's see if we get this lined up. So the board's already focused on the camera through the software. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus the chip by moving the head up and down. So right now I'm just getting the pads to match on the chip to match the pads on the board. That's good. The chip's a little bit crooked, so you have a micrometer adjust here to rotate the chip. So we're going to rotate the chip out straight across. There we go. Okay, once we're comfortable that everything is lined up, then close the visual system and go down and place the chip. And wait till I hear the vacuum turn off. I'm just going to back up a little bit, and we're going to watch and make sure that we get a clean release. Once everything's done, I'm just going to press run. I'm going to run our heat profile and let it refill the chip. That's it. Okay, so we're approaching our third zone of this profile. Top is about 220, bottom is about 230, and where it says test, that's our thermocouple. Right now it's at about 200, and we're wanting to get that up to about 230 to 235 for lead-free solder. And it's working out better this time. Getting a minimal board warp, but you get a little bit of warp. I think if we do a little more preheat and some support, it'll be perfect. But right now, it's just good enough to reinstall the component. I don't think we'll have any problem.